What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today we're doing a video that I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. So we're going to be playing against the Atlas AI today. The creator of this AI says it's equivalent to or better than the Harvard AI that so thoroughly destroyed Rainbolt recently. It's trained on 650,000 locations and has an average score of well above 4,600 points. Now I think my average score should be somewhere about the 4,200 or 4,100 range, so there's a good chance that this does not go well for me. Okay, wish me luck guys. Let's get straight into the first game here. Let's see if I can actually put up a decent fight here, or if it will just be about as bad as I think it will be. Well, I just woke up, so that's my cope if things go really badly, but okay, first one here feels very Floridian, right? That's also East Coast, so it definitely makes sense for Florida. We have front plates though, so maybe it would be further north. That is a truck though. That's also a front plate. So actually, thinking this is further north than I initially expected. Maybe Delaware on the ocean road there, New Jersey, something like that. Maybe out this direction as well. I kind of feel like that's good because it could also be Cape Cod here, even though it kind of felt a bit tropical. No, I actually could see Cape Cod as well. So yeah, I think I'll hedge it here and we'll see soon enough. And okay, it was actually on this thing. So our hedge pays off a little bit here, but obviously the AI is very close, guessing in the ocean there, taking off already 1,000 points of damage, so not a good start. Next one here is some Russia, I think. So Russia is like a stronger point for me these days. We'll see if I can make anything happen here though. This is interestingly very like autumn coverage here. Just trying to see anything on the antenna, not really useful to be honest. Very hilly here. So when I see this kind of autumn coverage hilliness, like Belgorod came to mind. Definitely get a lot of that there. Could also just be out all the way out like near Chelyabinsk or something like that. So we have to risk it for the biscuit here. I'm quite curious, man. This could be, yeah, urban Russia is very difficult. So I think I will just go here in Belgorod City. But it could be a number of places really. And oh my goodness, it was Murmansk, and the AI goes all the way up here on that island. That's crazy. Okay, Murmansk, Murmansk is almost always in Gen 4 camera. So even though that makes sense, like you just don't really think of it if you play tons of Russia, I feel. So okay, next one here is just British Columbia somewhere. Yeah, that's pretty simple in my opinion. Or actually it could be Alaska. We got a lot of wildflowers here, and the trees are really thin, so I actually think this might be Alaska, in which case maybe I would go like near Fairbanks or something like that. I think I'll go for it, and ooh, it was just near Anchorage, so AI gets a really nice guess there. At least I went Alaska, so not a complete embarrassment, but yeah, obviously yet to take a single point off the AI here, and it goes without saying that it's been super close, so yeah, I'm not so confident on that. Although the Murmansk guess was not that good, or we could have gotten that. Okay, next one here is Thailand. And I would say that it's just central here, nothing too crazy in my opinion. We have a fairly big hill there, so could it be south? I don't think so. I think this is more central, and I will kind of go central northern even, maybe near Tuk or something like that, so we'll give that a go. Okay, it was there. That's actually a good guess from us. Opponent goes, okay, with the mountain north, that kind of makes sense, goes over there near Cambodia. Not a bad guess by any stretch of the imagination. Ooh, what's this? Eastern Europe somewhere, I believe. See if we can make something happen here. So this should be a Serbian crosswalk, pedestrian crossing. This is a bunch of places. I don't think I can find them. Well, they're probably findable, to be honest. Let's just see how long it takes the bot to guess here, because we actually may be able to pull something with our human reading powers. So actually, landscape-wise, it is pretty flat. I definitely do like the northern half of the country better. And then we just have a quick look here. So Stari Zhetnik. Not really sure if I'm going to be able to find this. I should probably just hedge here. Even though it is findable. I'll just go there. Okay, and wow. Our opponent actually does get there. Wow. Actually guessing the nearest place. So I would be interested to ask after this duel if the AI can read, because obviously that was very close for not being able to read it. Okay, next one here should be somewhere in Luxembourg. I assume with the bollards that this one is a fairly easy one. Oh, actually, could it be Hungary? That sign is very high up. I would say this actually might be Hungary. Like, well, it really did remind me of Luxembourg, but the fact that this the sign is so high set, like it's kind of small and tall, makes me think it might be Hungary. But the vegetation was very Western European, so I'm actually kind of wanting to consider here a bit further. Like, it's an extremely good road, which immediately made me think more of Luxembourg. Plus, this thing underneath the guardrail kind of looks like maybe a German one, so I still like that. And yeah, I don't see any reason it couldn't be in Hungary. I'm still going to go Lux here, though. And okay, it was Luxembourg. Kind of overthought that a little bit. The infrastructure basically meant it should be Luxembourg plus the hilliness, but, you know, wanted to consider all my options there. And the Atlas still playing super nicely here, it must be said. Okay, next one here. Triple damage. I wonder, it says it's trained on 650,000 locations. I wonder how many I've played before. I'd probably have seen like 150,000, 200 or something. Next one here should be Philippines from what I've gathered so far. That all seems relatively consistent with what I was thinking here. Could it ever be something in South America? That's an interesting thought. I mean, the house feels more Asian, that's for sure. Of course, Indonesia, like Sulawesi, is still a big concern here. Thought more Philippines, though. And I might just hedge. Yeah, I'm gonna hedge central in Masbate Island here. And what the heck is that 5k, bro? That's actually insane. 4992. Not a bad guess from us. That was a difficult round. And we go out with only one good round in the whole duel. So that was a bit of a humiliation. Nevertheless, I want to see if we can get a hard enough round that the AI just doesn't know what to do and we somehow get up on them. Okay, game number 2 here. Let's see how we go. Man, I really hope I can put myself in a good position on these early rounds. So this feels like it should be somewhere in Peru. And it felt more northern to me, in all honesty. It's a very big valley here with quite a bit going on. So it's actually very 5kable and I expect the bot to get it. Cajamarca's probably too green or too like mountainous, I mean. Yeah, around here is also not quite fitting. So it has to be some kind of bigger valley and I don't really see where it would be. Maybe closer to Lima here. This kind of stuff works actually. So I'll probably just go here. I don't think it's necessarily correct. But just given the distance between the mountains, it seems like a maybe at least. And okay, it was actually in this city here. The bot gets the city, which does not surprise me. It was pretty distinctive, but already 500 points damage there, even though our guess was pretty decent. Next one here, looking like Montenegro to me. Montenegro, Albania, maybe actually North Macedonia here, given the fact. Oh, we have the green truck following. This is actually a Western North Macedonia meta, and actually it looks like Albania anyway, so I'm sure of it here. I think it's this road here, so let's see if we can actually outdo the bot this time. So road angle's kind of like that here, so I would imagine maybe this section like this. Seems decent at least. And oh no, we were closer before, but the bot gets a nice guess, and just by clicking over there, and that's apparently where the red truck is going. So I'll know for next time, as close to Albania as possible on the main road. Okay, next one here, North America. That could be good for us, to be honest, or maybe not. Should be southern-ish, although actually no, these trees feel a bit further north, that's for sure. So not entirely sure. This could actually even be. Oh, look, the transformer's facing towards the road. Could this be even British Columbia? Surely it's too flat. But maybe like New Brunswick could work because of that facing towards the road, and because it does kind of feel like Canada in hindsight to me. So yeah, and it does look like there's a bit of red on that plate. So I will actually go New Brunswick here. Let's try it out. And okay, it was New Brunswick. Bot gets a really nice guess though. So really, that's a difficult round. That took a lot of thinking for me. So I'm very like impressed with the bot's getting that. Not an easy one in my opinion. Okay, next one here should be Northern Italy. We got the Italian plates and everything. I don't think we have much chance getting closer here because Northern Italy is not one of my strong suits. I'm probably just going to click middle here in all honesty because I don't really see anything that's going to be too much better. Like this kind of guess should, in theory, net us some fine points. And okay, oh, was France? Okay, I didn't even consider France there. It must have been French language, but I thought it was Italian and I just assumed, so that was pretty bad. But hey, I just woke up, so it's fine. Okay, next one here. Is it New Zealand? It's actually, I thought it was going to be dry New Zealand, but it's actually Spain with these yellow reflectors, so, or Chile even. That makes sense. Southern Hemisphere vibe. Shouldn't be too far from the capital. And it's very flat as well, so this is pretty gettable, and I expect the bot to be pretty close. Maybe around Melifia, or maybe a bit further north, but I think actually this guess is quite good, so I'm just going to go for it. And okay, we're actually significantly closer here. Bot goes near Concepcion, so that's actually over 1,000 points damage, giving us a bit of, oh, less than, okay, never mind. But giving us a bit of hope here, and we're back in the game. Next one here, oh no, I think Guatemala is a very bad country for us. Let's see what the road angle is here. Kind of going like that, interesting. Yeah, I'm actually not too sure. Like, we have a big ridge south, so I think we should be north of the main mountains here. In fact, that would definitely make sense. And then, yeah, we go this road angle. So, yeah, it's definitely interesting to me. Like maybe this kind of thing here, or maybe even, like, further towards this kind of thing here. But I thought that road has, like, a bit of a different camera. So, I'm actually trying, like, this one here instead. And okay, what's the right road? Bot gets a very nice guess though, so definitely, like, I couldn't say I'm playing that badly, but the bot is just so consistent. We need to catch him out on one round. We can actually win, we just have to catch him out on one round. That's the essential thing here. Okay, next one here is Croatia. Should be fairly far south in Croatia, but maybe not all the way south, so thinking just like this kind of thing around here, and calling it a day. Maybe even on the islands could be a good idea here. I'm just gonna go for that. Would expect the bot go similar, and yeah, we're actually closer there. That's good. Getting the island vibe. Obviously, bot didn't want to commit, so we actually bring him below 5k, which is the first time. And we've been closer on 2 occasions here, which is quite exciting. So that's our PB so far, 2 locations in a duel. This one is feeling a bit South Island, New Zealand to me, maybe. It's interesting. A lot of these like kind of very southern looking trees, but they appear on the North Island as well, that's for sure. I actually don't see any metas here for getting the actual location. So, like north of the South Island or south of the North Island? I actually think I may go south of the North Island here. But I don't really know where it would fit. Maybe like this kind of thing here. Or maybe like, even like maybe around here could work quite nicely, I think, like this kind of area. But yeah, I don't know, could easily be South Island, we'll see in a minute here. It was Northland. Ooh, that's almost knockout damage there. It is knockout damage, wow. Okay, it's just crazy when they're getting that consistent. You know, there were glimmers of hope. I still think with the right difficult round on high multis, we can win. Argentina's a bad country for us. I feel like that Argentina is the kind of country where the bot is just not going to make a mistake, and we certainly are. So, interesting here. Bunch of trees, very, very flat here. Yeah, I don't know where this is. Like, some of these trees almost give me more of a north vibe, but then again, like, it feels completely agricultural, so maybe, like, down here or something. The road is directly north-south, so I don't even hate this one here. It seems reasonable enough, but ultimately there are, like, 100 roads that could fit with this. And yes, it was up here. Gosh, I don't know, bro. This is just, Argentina's a big hole in my gameplay that I need to fix, and that's 2,000 points, because it just 5Ks every time, and I'm 1,000 kilometers away, so it just, yeah, I mean, also, one thing I'll say, this is Australia, let me concentrate here. This should be, like, near the Whitsundays, I thought, maybe. It definitely feels like that kind of area, definitely Queensland, for sure. Yeah, I felt like it might be near the Whitsundays here, so I'm gonna try that. Do you actually cross a big river here? Maybe not, maybe not. Well, there is like this thing here, surely that's the wrong angle, yeah. I'll just go there for fun, but it should, I feel like it is somewhere nearby there, so we'll see it here. And okay, it was actually, Cooktown even, yeah, that felt very tropical. I mean, like, Whitsundays is very green, but this is even greener up here, I guess, around Cooktown. Beating me on my own country is the AI. Although Queensland, it's always Queensland, bro. It's literally my least favorite state to guess by far. Okay, this one is Nova Scotia. I expect the bot will get it. Double yellow lines plus generation 2 camera. I think the bot is good enough to pick up that kind of information. And it's fairly hilly, but I feel like this is just kind of like a middle click for Nova Scotia kind of round. And okay, it was further towards where I originally had it, but yeah, that does not surprise me at all. Like, that's the kind of pattern that, like, humans were able to pick up, so why wouldn't the bot trained on like triple the locations be able to get it? Okay, and this bot is definitely better than Steak, by the way. I don't think Steak could beat it. I think maybe me and Steak together, that'll be an interesting video. Could, but yeah, I don't think he could. It's just too close in some of those rounds. Okay, this is Ukraine. And I am thinking it's a bit of a middle click here. Doesn't feel too northern to me. Like, it kind of feels quite warm. So I'm just going to click near Kryvyi Rih here. Okay, it was very southern indeed. Maybe a road angle would have helped there, because, you know, only the main roads are covered on Ukraine. But yeah, I mean, yeah, what could you really do? I don't think I would have got closer than that, even with a good guess. Okay, next one here, South Africa. Definitely feels, it's interesting here. A lot of cacti. This does feel a bit further north, I think. But maybe not all the way further north. I would say like Limpopo province here and state, and I would go maybe somewhere just around Polokwane. Feels good to me. Maybe like this or something like that. Okay, it was all the way up there. That's at least a nice guess here. Obviously, when we're closer, we don't get close enough to do the real big damage, because even just the Pretoria hedge there is pretty decent for keeping him alive. Next one here is double damage. Okay, so this is where things get interesting. Brazil action, I don't mind. Is this like, we have like a very wooden house here. This is a bit of a baller move, right? I don't really trust myself, but like it could just be like around Berlin or Santarem. But I want to try like all the way out here and just like go for something wacky, because I know like you do get some weird hills out here. You get a lot of these wooden houses, and it is a dirt road. So screw it, let's try it. And oh no, okay, it was just Santa. No, I was excited for a sec there, but that's obviously knockout damage. Had to try something there. I think ultimately I probably would have gone more this direction if I wasn't just trying to get a single round off the bot, but yeah. I'll say so far we have not got flawless, which is very pleasing, and I hope to keep it that way, especially when we have a bit of Singapore, although presumably the bot will be able to 5k it. So we'll see here. We're next to Me Soon or No Soon Central. So that's probably findable very easily, and we're next to Yishun Avenue as well. So Yishun there. Yeah, so we should be fine here. Yishun Avenue number 3. We could probably get the 5k within the time, surely. Is where? Actually, that's interesting. So we found 5, 3 there, and then Yishun Central. I think this feels very good for the main intersection, so I will go right there. And indeed, we did not 5k, but we were much closer, which is very pleasing indeed. Opponent went there. I guess didn't find an appropriate road angle, but I think the bot can, and we just haven't seen it yet. Apparently like 3 to 4% of rounds. Anyway, next one here is going to be Taiwan. Another opportunity to gain some points here. Obviously the last one didn't net us too much. These feel very coastal, so should be somewhere near the coast here. Interestingly, we have like a small hill south there, which I don't really know what that means, but I mean, this could even be out on the islands, to be honest. I kind of want to try Pengu here, just because it is so flat, and it just feels a bit different with these trees like that. So I low-key want to try it here. Why not? YOLO, bro. And it was just on the coast instead, and our opponent goes Taipei, so we're only 10 points further away there, which is fine. Okay, next one here. Ooh, Brazilian action. Maybe feels a bit more like Maranhão this time or something like that with these palms. Or Rondonia maybe, could feel pretty good here. I feel like this is more of like a northern Brazilian style pole. So I do want to go further north here, I think. I think Maranhão actually does work pretty well, especially with this kind of like white sandy soil. So I'll go like this. And okay, it was Maranhão. Opponent just region guesses Maranhão like a boss, bro. What can you do? Imagine if I fade. Like when this AI, like if this AI ever gets public, then it's going to be a real issue for Jules because it's obviously so much better than humans now. Next one here should be somewhere in Norway. It's actually a difficult round though. We got the red building and the green number plate though, so presumably the bot will get it. How far north is this? That's an interesting question too. Like, it barely even feels like Norway, so I don't really know where to guess here. Maybe like somewhere around here could work here, where the hills are kind of more slight and there's lots of fjords, so I might try that. Could just be further south, but these hills are more mountains. I guess maybe near Bergen could also work, so let's give that a go. And okay, we both got the region there, very nice. Next one here is going to be somewhere in the Faroe Islands. Yeah, feels relatively easy here. It's very dead, which I'm never quite sure where to go when I see that, because there is like kind of a distinctly winterish coverage sometimes. But I will go, should I go south here? Let's go south for the swag points, and it was just north, over on this island. So I'll try and remember where that kind of like dry grass one goes, but obviously a few more chip damage for the bot here. We need a really hard round on double damage, that's what we need here. This is looking very Canadian. Interesting tiny road markings here. This pole as well, interesting. I don't know, like this is interesting. These like trees, ooh, is that a Quebec pole top? Ooh, we could be cooking here. What's that? Don't really see anything specifically Quebec on the pole. House could certainly be Quebec. Almost has like a bit of a French motif on the roof there, so I could see it. I could definitely see it. What about the lamppost? That doesn't look like a Quebec one to me, which is a bit concerning. I still don't mind Quebec though. I think I want to try it here. It definitely feels further north. So yeah, I think like it could be up here, around here as well, certainly possible. I'm gonna leave it there, it's probably out here though, to be honest. Yeah, it was Alberta, okay. It definitely felt super north, but like the tree line does kind of hug this line, so I was trying to try something there. Ultimately, did not work. Reading into Canadian architecture, I don't think is a good idea. I guess at the end of those games, I really see the only way we're going to be able to beat this AI is one with a freakish round where it just fails, which seems to be quite rare, or two with a bunch of friends, like I said. So I'm actually going to split this into 2 parts. In the next part, you'll go see if me and a couple of other pros are able to take the dub against the bot here. Should be very fun. I'll see you guys in that episode. Goodbye.